Hello, world. Welcome back to the channel. There's been a lot of speculation of Erroll Spence having a new trainer, and a lot of speculation has been coming towards Coach BREADMAN Edwards. But if you know, ladies and gentlemen, if you know, you've been to my channel, you've watched my work, you know that I'm very, very cool and cordial and great friends with the legendary, infamous Coach BREADMAN Edwards, who also coached Caleb Plant. You also seen him with many other fighters as well. Julian J. Rock Williams, um, and his one of his new fight. No, I don't say new fighters, but one of his other fighters who just recently won a big fight not too long ago as well. Um, but however, I did talk to Coach Braidman Edwards as soon as I got width of the news and things of the nature. I haven't really been into the sport of boxing like that, but I will say that I always keep my relationships fresh. And speaking with Coach Braidman Edwards, which I knew he would give me a phone call right back because I called him and maybe 20 minutes later, immediately he called me back. And I said, "Hey, Coach." I said, "Man, you ain't give me the good news. You ain't tell me the news." He said, "What you talking about?" He said, I said, "Man, you didn't tell me you were training Spence." He just laughed and said, "Man, Tay, I didn't know that I was either." He said, "You know how these guys get, they come to the boxing gym and they want to video record and things of that nature." He said, "Honestly, Errol Spence hit me up. Errol Spence was on he was handling some business in Philadelphia, PA. And there's plenty of boxing gyms." He said he hit him up. Of course, that they've been with PBC for the last 12 years, 10, 11, 12 years. And he know J Rock and they know each other from the amateurs. So he hit him up and said, he wanted to come to the gym and train. He said that Errol Spence definitely does look good and things of that nature. They had worked in the gym and things of that nature, but it was nothing more to that. Nothing more to that. He said, if I am his trainer, I don't know anything about being his trainer. He said that I do know that he was going through some other things with his former trainer, Derrick James, but he said he didn't even bother to ask what's going on with him or anything. He said that he didn't know that people was going around and saying that he is Errol Spence trainer or speculation of that. And he said now there are plenty of trainers in Philadelphia. Now the one name that I've heard was Bozianis. I've also heard that Bozianis put in an application to be Errol Spence trainer. But however, I know Coach Braidman has no word, no deal in place to be Errol Spence trainer. If that is the case, or if it comes out to be the case, I will be the first to let you know. Not only be the first to let you know, but also let you know that I spoke with Coach Braidman Edwards directly. He has no knowledge of being an Errol Spence trainer, and he said if that was true, then they need to talk. But he said that he loves Earl. He hopes that Earl can get right back on track. He said that Earl was he wants to be in shape or be already in shape going into a fight. He said that Earl didn't know what his fight date was, but they did get some work in together. Other than that, it was nothing more to it. He said that he wished some of the guys didn't take pictures and had the phone out at the gym, but he understands. Um, but he also has said that he's worried about his guys. Caleb Plant potentially has a fight coming up. Kyron Davis, and that's the other guy who I was wanting to mention at the beginning of the video as well. But those guys has fights coming up. Breadman also have other fighters that he currently work with as well. Breadman Edwards' daughter, she runs track and kids and things of the nature. And actually, when I spoke to Breadman Edwards yesterday, he was mentioning that he was going to pull up on his son to grab something to eat. So he's very family oriented and things of that nature. But he definitely did tell me that he is not Errol Spence trainer. He haven't had any um, conversations about it. Not only has he had conversations about it, he don't have any knowledge of being Errol Spence trainer. So I don't know where the speculation come from. And he said the only thing that they probably could have the speculation come from is that they did get some work together. He was in Philadelphia, but from his knowledge that Errol Spence was up there to handle business, not only handle business, but he wanted to train. So he hit up Breadman Edwards and J Rock got some work in and things of that nature. And that was um, everything that happened. So I don't know where the speculation of Erroll Spence and Breadman Edwards coming together, things of the nature. But I do know I have heard word of Bozy Ennis putting in an application to be his trainer. There's plenty trainers in PA or Philadelphia, right? There's plenty trainers. Um, just because Erroll Spence walked into a gym doesn't mean that um, he's training with trainers there, right? I know Erroll Spence been down to Tuscaloosa, Alabama, trained there before. No one ever said that Coach JD's was his trainer. You see what I'm saying? But these fighters travel and want to stay in shape, get in shape. Errol Spence, he did state that he don't want to take tune-ups. He's looking for the prize, the fights that the task at hands to be a champion at 154 because he is moving up in weight class, right? But Coach Man Edwards, he's gonna keep it all the way funky with me. You've seen him over here on the channel plenty of times. You've seen him in interviews. Guys, you can come ask me a question and he's gonna give you the answer, or whenever he's live, he's gonna respond to you. And you've seen it with your own eyes. He's one of those guys who gonna keep it 100 with you. He's very knowledgeable about the sport. Now I would say he would love to potentially train Errol Spence. I mean, who wouldn't, right? But that's just not the case with Breadman Edwards, right? He's not training Earl. He hasn't been identified as the lead trainer or a trainer for Errol Spence. He did get some work in with him, but that's all it was. It was nothing else. Guys, so you can go ahead and stop the rumors and the speculations and things of that nature. When Earl is ready to announce who his trainer is going to be, then you guys will find out. But guys, again, I'm back. Let me know what you think about this video. And with that being said, I'm out. Love, peace, happiness, and hello, world.